Hi, this is Angelique Goddess and welcome to another video. This is for the week of the 6th of July. Do keep in mind though that my weekly readings can go a few weeks past the original date. And don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell so then you are notified when I release new videos. For astrology, we have quite a lot happening. We have the full moon on the 5th of July, and that will be in Capricorn. So we're coming out of the eclipse season now. We've had, I think, 4 eclipses, and this is the final. In this full moon, it's going to be focusing on our wants, our needs, and what we're lacking. It's about our personal life, and I've been picking up a lot over the last month about our businesses, our careers. So more to do with, what we do to make money, or what we do that, is our purpose. However, this full moon is taking us back to the focus of ourselves, not so much our public lives. So it's not our careers, it's not our reputation, nothing to do with our external that we present to the world. It's going to be bringing in a focus for what makes me safe, what makes me feel nurtured, and this is represented by the sun in Cancer. So ask yourself, what makes me feel safe? And this is also not just our personal lives, but our home. So and the home represents a place that you go where you can, you can recharge, you can feel, safe, you can just be yourself. And so ask yourself, what makes me feel nurtured? What makes me feel safe? And I think this is such a beautiful thing, is just going within and what are my needs? What am I lacking that I'm not receiving that makes me feel nurtured? And what do I want? And a lot of the time, because we're evolving and changing so much, a lot of our goals, what we think we want, what we think we need, it's no longer relevant to the new us. What you wanted 6 months ago, you could just be, creating your life around what was applicable 6 months ago, but you might not want that now. So I think really going in and assessing what your wants, needs, and what you're lacking is such a beautiful thing, because then you're able to reevaluate what's important to me. So this full moon is a really optimal time to be able to do that. Able to access higher awareness during this time. So any flaws in our lives. So what I just mentioned, if your goals or what you need and want doesn't align with how you feel in your in your heart now, this is a great time to explore that. And because the sun is in Cancer, Cancer is the most emotionally driven sign. A lot of the decisions that you can be making right now can be emotionally driven. So just really watch that, because you don't want to be making decisions and things that are going to affect you on emotions, on something that's in the moment. So just be careful with making decisions. Think about it 2-3 times over. I'd probably say 3 times, because you don't want to like a week or even like a few months down the track, that might not have been the right thing for you because you made that decision based on an emotion that you felt at the time. And we also have Mercury turns direct on the 12th. Mercury went retrograde on the 18th of June, and it's going back into direct on the 12th of July. So Mercury is the communication planet. When it goes retrograde, pretty much anything communication based can just go haywire. So emails, documents, phone calls, any communication that you have with institutions, people, whatever it might be, it is going to be settling down a lot more. So it will be going direct on the 12th. When a planet comes out of being retrograde, it does take a little bit of time for it to start to speed back up again. It won't be till about the 12th that things will really start to even out in regards to communication. So that can be in your business life, in your personal life. Now, Mercury has been in Cancer around the time it first went retrograde on the 18th of June. So it's going to stay in Cancer until the 4th of August. Now remember, Cancer is the emotionally driven, the most emotionally driven sign. So again, just make sure that you're being careful with any of the decisions that you're making, and also be careful around communication, just in regards to your emotions. So with the Mercury, this is an excellent time to, again, get in touch with what nourishes you, what feeds you, what, gives back to your soul. Chiron, I can never say it right, turns retrograde on the 11th of July. And this is going to be in Aries, and it's going to stay there until the 15th of December. So from the 11th of July to the 15th of December, it's going to be going direct. Now, Chiron really has us look at what heals us. So that's a great time to be able to go within and see, what heals us. And again, this is going back to what makes me feel safe, what nourishes me, what are my needs, what are my wants, what am I lacking that I'm not getting that I need. And so this is a great time in this cycle for the Chiron to go inside and look at and reassess mental and physical health programs. Again, this goes into everything I've just mentioned. So physical, you can look at what exercise routine is it working for me anymore. Perhaps you do something very high intense like high-end cardio, boxing, but maybe you're feeling that you need something a lot more yin focused, so yoga or low impact or swimming. Maybe you're finding that you're again on the physical, that you're needing to look at the supplements and vitamins and the type of foods that you're getting. Maybe you're lacking in some type of nutrients that your body is needing, and that's affecting your productivity and just the way that you're feeling and your energy levels. It also could mean your morning routine or any type of routine that you have dedicated for to set your day up or your week up. It could also mean, we've been in isolation for a long time now. Maybe you're finding that your mental health is starting to be really affected. That's from not having like the connection with another human being. So maybe you might look at joining some type of social group. So these are just some examples how you can look at reassessing your mental and physical programs, things that affect your health. So this is a great time to be able to do it, particularly now, even though Chiron is going retrograde until December. This is a particularly really great time because this full moon is such a huge focus on our internal selves. So that's for this week. There's a lot happening. And now just looking into the tarot and the psychic part of this week. Now, as I was shuffling the cards, I got emotional turmoil, and the emotional turmoil, I feel that it's going to balance itself out. I feel that it's like this earthquake is happening, and the emotional turmoil is a result of our outside world. However, it's all about perception. That's what they're telling me. They're saying you can choose to be in emotional turmoil as a result of what's happening on your outside world, or it's a decision that you can make. You can either be in emotional turmoil, or you can be, so basically you can either suffer or not suffer due to your outside world. But the good news is, with whatever decision you make, think that this outside world is going to be coming. So I had suffering and silence, but I feel that the silence, it's coming from within, that you're deciding to feel suffering because your outside world isn't the way you want it to be. But I feel that it's silence, it's chosen silence from what I just mentioned. I hope that makes sense. And rejoice in celebration. For what I was picking that up, because I feel that this turmoil, it's only short term, because your outside world is going to be changing. It's like the earthquake that I was picking up. An earthquake, it goes away, like it only lasts a short amount of time, and the short amount of time picking up is in your whole lifetime. What you're going through now, this is just a short moment in time throughout your whole lifetime. Say you live to 100, this is just a short moment in your life that you're going to have this earthquake, and then it will be over. And I don't know if that's got to do with what's happening with, the current climate. Okay, they just said it's the repercussions of the current climate. So they're saying if you look at it from the perspective as you live for 100 years, but say you're affected by the current climate for the next 2 years, that's only 2 years in 100 years of your lifetime. So it's like an earthquake. It will only last a short amount of time, and then it will just be over. So they're just sending me that it's like a perception that they want us to look at, that this is only a short moment in time. Yes, there's emotional turmoil, but how you decide to look at it will affect the amount of emotional turmoil that you will feel. And so the rejoice and celebration, we're going to come out in the end. We're going to feel, this is only meant to be a week reading, but I'm feeling it's very much overall. But I think it's because we're feeling a lot of, I'm feeling that heaviness that, we're just feeling it like over it, and just, but beyond over it, like there's a bit of depression that's really lingering, I'm feeling. But when it's all over, they'll be like, it will just be like, wow, I can't believe that happened. And then fulfillment of wishes, which is just such a beautiful card. I actually picked this up for myself. I picked this up today, that I should manifest tomorrow. And I haven't been very good with manifesting at all lately. Like for the last few months, I've been really bad. And the fact that I picked that up for myself very strongly, and that's what I'm picking up in this card here, is manifesting your wishes. And this is even perfect because we have the full moon, when we need to reassess what we want, our needs, what we're lacking. Once you get that information, then you can put it into goals and then put that out to the universe. So I suppose that's like the 3-step process I'm picking up right now. Assess what you want, what you don't want, and what you need, what you don't need, and what you're currently lacking. Put that into goals and things that you want to achieve, or that you want the universe to send you. And then the 3rd step is manifesting and also taking action. So this, I say this every week, but I love when astrology and my predictions, they just seem like they go hand in hand, because I'm picking up everything that's happening. So this for me is a manifestation card. I don't feel that this is straight away, but it makes sense because we're going through this evaluation process at the moment, going by what the astrology is saying, that we're feeling this, and plus you don't want to manifest when you're feeling, heavy or depressed or anxious or any type of negative emotion, because then you're putting that vibration out there like tenfold, because you're feeling it, and then you're putting it out there, you're putting that feeling out there. So this manifestation, it's not going to be this week, it might be a little bit down the track, but keep watching my weekly readings, and I will pick up when we really need to put that out there. You might have a few moments of just feeling good, and then you can put it out there, but they're actually saying, like, don't put any too bigger manifestations out right now, because what you think you want right now is not what that you do want when you get it. So this is very much a reassessing stage that we're going through right now. Very much a reassessing stage, because it's not like me to say don't manifest, don't do, because I just feel that what you ask for and what you get, it's not going to resonate. So that's just something to look forward to, manifestation. And again, I'm picking up this speed of manifestation. You're still going to be receiving things that you've manifested. That's not going to stop. It's just that down the line, like a year later, if you asked, say today that you asked for something that you think you want, and then a year later it eventuates, like this is something big, and you're like, this doesn't resonate with me anymore. I would have loved this a long time ago. And then mental conflict, that was just going back to what I was talking about the emotional turmoil. And this is just a reassessing stage. It's almost like you sometimes need to feel pain in order to make changes. And I feel that this is what's happening at the moment. And yes, it's hard, and yes, it's difficult, but great change sometimes just doesn't, a lot of the time doesn't happen. I know for me, I don't make a lot of the changes in my life unless I go through the pain, and that's my motivator. Pain for me, unfortunately, is a big motivator for me to make big change. So I think that's really what we're going through right now, and it's even better now that that Mercury is going direct. So we're able to not just communicate with others and in business, but now the focus is on our personal lives. So we're able to communicate with ourselves better. We're able to communicate with our higher self, with our soul. So everything is just really working in alignment at the moment. And I'm feeling this just beautiful energy of how the planets are working for us all right now. And it's like knowledge is power. By you knowing this information that I'm putting out there, you're able to focus in and make sure that you're utilizing what the planets and the energy. So say that you focused on your public life right now. That doesn't work with what's happening with the planets. So you're getting this extra boost on focusing in on what the planets are doing right now. So that is the week's reading. So if you would like a reading by me, I do offer one-on-one. So that is in the link below. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And that way you get notified for any of my other videos that I bring out. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.